Hey guys, I'm so happy because today I went to the Asian market and I picked up some lovely produce. I got some shiitake mushrooms. Look how big these are. I'm gonna chop these up because I'm gonna make an Asian soup. I love the Asian market. I've got some red chilies. And I chopped up about 7 cloves of garlic, big ones, and a bunch of green onion. And I got this, it's vegetarian soup base. I got this, and I'm going to use some chicken that I had from One Pollo. The kids did not like the chicken, so I'm chopping it up and remixing this bad boy. As the kids get older, I'm noticing that dinner is more and more challenging. You know, their palate is sophisticated and they do not like the food on the outside. Normally kids are excited to go like out to eat, but not mine. So you guys, from One Pollo. It's roasted there, so I just chopped it up and took it off the bone, and we're gonna do something fluffy. These shiitake mushrooms are. They're extremely hearty. So I'm gonna take 3 of these red chilies and chop them up. Look what I found at the Asian market, you guys. Some tom yum paste. That has like a lemongrass lime flavor with some kaffir leaves and some herbs and spices. I'm gonna be putting some fish sauce in this soup, probably some oyster sauce, soy sauce. I'm just gonna flavor it up. They won't even know this chicken came from One Pollo. Because my mom doesn't eat a lot of, she can't really eat shellfish or seafood. I'm not going to be putting shrimp in this soup. Normally a tom yum soup would have shrimp in it. So speaking of my mom, I'm so grateful for her because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to cook right now. I'd be taking my son to his baseball practice. So I'm going to put this soup together really fast and then I'm going to shoot up to the park. That way I can relieve my mom of her duties. And we'll come home and have our soup together. So let me go over some of these ingredients. I have the shiitake mushrooms, 7 garlic cloves, 3 red chilies, and some green onion right there. Here I have some cilantro. You guys know I love it. And then I also grabbed some bok choy, baby bok choy. At the Asian market, can you believe their baby bok choy gets even more baby than this? And the Hawaiian basil. And last but not least, for our salad ingredients, we'll get to our herbs and spices later. I have some lime and bean sprouts. The bean sprouts at the Asian market, you guys, I get this much for $1.51. Produce is amazing. The garlic peeled, ready to go. Nice big garlic cloves. $3.29. The Hawaiian basil, $1.90. You guys, and the bok choy that I showed you, $2.68. So good. I didn't even have to buy meat. I bought one of those family packs from One Pollo, and the kids were not having it. I wouldn't be buying that again. Now I'm going to start by warming up my pot with some garlic chili oil. That is why it has that orange color, because we want this soup to be a little spicy. As soon as that warms up, I'm going to add my garlic and my chili pepper. Before your garlic starts to burn, I cheated and I'm adding some onions to this. Okay, and then we're gonna add our chicken. Just gonna mix this up. Yep, I sure did leave the skin in there as well because the skin has so much flavor on it already. Just gonna let that cook a little bit until our onions soften. Okay, now we want to add some fish sauce to our chicken mixture. I'm using Thai Kitchen brand. Now we want to add some soy sauce in there. And now we want to add some oyster sauce. We're just changing the flavor of this chicken entirely. And then we're going to add some chicken broth. For my vegetarian base, I'm going to do about 2 heaping tablespoons of that. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of the tom yum paste. You want to add your mushrooms. Add your bok choy and allow that to soften. Noticed what I did is I pulled off each leaf. That'll make it easier to consume. Okay, now I've added some Hawaiian basil there. And we're just gonna allow a couple of the leaves to flavor the soup. And then I like to leave some of these items fresh on the cutting board so you can just dump them fresh in the soup. When this comes to a boil, we'll add some of our bean sprouts and our green onions. Just look how beautiful the soup is coming together. It was at a simmer and I decided to give it a stir, so here we are. You can see some of the red chili flakes. Red chili peppers in there. The onion, bok choy, shiitake mushroom. Now that we are here, we're going to add a half a bunch of onion and leave some crispy fresh onion for the top of our soup. We're going to do the same with the cilantro. Just take half of the bunch, add it into our soup, leave the rest to top on your bowl. Just give it a quick stir because these cook quickly. For a more balanced crunch, we're going to go in with our bean sprouts and then leave plenty to add for the top of our soup. We want these to cook only from the heat of the soup and not so much cooking into the soup because then they'll get all soggy and we want that crunch in there.